and welcome to Stackflow Tech. This is Emmanuel Meli, and I'm going to take you through installation process of Business Central. And before that, you must download and install the SSMS, which is the SQL Server Management Studio. This is where you will host your database, and you also have to download and install the Business Central, preferably the BC200, which is the version that was released in the year 2022. So we're going to stick to that so that we go higher together. But if you prefer a higher version, you can go for higher version. You can see here we have different versions here, but still we will stick with the version with the wave one, this one. So if we download this one, then we unzip and then we will install. So I've done my part of downloading and unzipping. So I have my download files here. I'll just click on the setup, double click on the setup to begin the installation process. You can see we have a wizard, installation wizard for Microsoft Business Central Dynamic 365. So we will run next. For the terms, please read, and then because for me, I've read the terms and now I can accept it. So the setup, we will have to go with the advanced installation option, and then we will choose the installation option here. And then for these options, we will go with the custom so that we can customize what exactly we want. And then for AL development environment, we will run from this computer. That is, you run from your computer. Even for server administration tools, ensure it's all from your computer. For the server, you have the server itself, and then you have the page stability. You're not going to do much on the page stability, so we'll just ignore that. And then we need the demo database. As I mentioned earlier, I said the database comes with the installation files. When you download this installation file, it has the database, which is why I have these files here, and the database is located at one of these folder, which we'll look at some other time. So we'll just for the web server components, we'll just run from my computer, and then we click on the next. So for the interest of time, we will keep most of these things as defaults. However, we might want to change the server to suit what we already have installed. I have the server installed, and for the server instance, SQL Server instance, I'll be using SQL Server, which is the instance that I created. And I will just go with the default parameters, except for that for the server instance. For your case, if you want to maintain the everything default, you just click apply, and then from there it will start installing the components. So this is the installation process. This process might take some time, so please be patient, and it depends on the nature and the power of your machine. So I think my machine is a bit more powerful, not really powerful, but a bit more than uh, what I had earlier. So as you can see, we've installed the AL development environment. We have installed server SQL server administration tool. We are doing the server now, and we're done with the SQL server database components. And then finally we will install the web server components. Remember, you're not doing anything yet. It's just a wizard doing its work, and so you have to give it time. Installation was completed successfully, however with some warnings. This is because I had already installed a newer version, and so some compatibility was not possible. Just click. You can open Business Central Administration tool. We'll just open our instance on this side. Our instance is BC200. These are the general information of our instance. We will maintain everything for now. So we also have a lot of information here in the instance. You remember we created an instance. Remember when we were doing the installation, there's a point where we had to key in this database instance. And this is the database in the default or the demo database that exists by default. So this is the database server that I'd already installed earlier. And so the ports are mapped here. You can see the client service port is 7046, the SOAP is 7047, the OData. The two for the APIs. And for management service, we have 7045. So now that we have our instance up and running, you can now open the IIS, the Internet Information Service Manager. Scroll down to the sites, go to Microsoft Dynamics 365 Central Web Client, and then you are going to have our web server instance right here. When you click there, you have the home, you have all this information about our web server instance, and so you just click on the browse so that it can take you to the client side. Then right here you can see we have our homepage or the role center. You see we are using a local machine, so our server IP is the localhost. We're using this port, and then this is our server instance, which is BC200. At this point, we have our Business Central installed successfully. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following up to this end. Please give a like, subscribe, share, and maybe you can click on the notification bell so that once I upload a video, you'll be able to see a video.